Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Aha! Meow!
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Let's see, I'm a cat. I can make this. Meow, 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 meow. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, let's see here.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Oh, onto this gutter. Post. Post. Wrench. Aha. Where are you, Birdie? There you are. Yeah. Come back here. Meow.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Come here, Birdie.
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl.
Oh.
First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Oh, where? Where are these little teeth?
Rabbits.
Yes. Lunch.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Bigger than a rabbit? What? Hello. Oh, here you
A mama rabbit.
Mama rabbit.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
A shark? Land shark. Oh. Got any water down here somewhere? Come on. Rolling. Keep them sharkies rolling.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Yes. Fishy. Here, fishy, fishy.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Seal? Yes. Oh. Oh.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Come here.
I grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
I'm a snake. Oh. Oh.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Took a wrong turn, Albuquerque. Okay, I can't turn.
I was big, but I moved real quiet. I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Belly with a rusty, belly with a rusty. It came about a midnight clear, that glorious dawn of old. From angels bending near the earth to touch their hearts.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Okay. Up we go. It's not exactly how the toilet works, but okay.
I got closer and closer.
To yourself. Swiggle wiggle.
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Yeah. Oh, there's the tentacle monster on her bed.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
That's funny. Yeah, empty candy dish. In here?
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Sort of.
I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
Under the bed, maybe? Hey there, kitty. Oh, that deck's seen better days.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Bob the snake. Burpee the bird. Oh, I can't read the nameplate on that one. Derpy. Rob. Lurpy. Herpley. Flurpy. Zerpy. Oh, and Derpy Jr. Alright, Grandma. Some interesting names for your animals. Oh.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Of course not. Oh, that would have been neat. Oh, is that it actually breaking and him falling to his death in that picture? Interesting.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Good God. Too much. Oh,
It was a pretty big trace.
yeah. There's a secret in the bathroom. Can I back out of this?
There's a secret in this bathroom.
Ooh.
It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Oh.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Milton was here as well. Alright. I want to go back for a second. I missed something in Grandma's room real quick. Oopsie boopsies. Oopsie boopsie, don't fall. Okay. You never explored this side.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones. Her room was like a museum.
Oh. Handprints of all the kids. Okay. here we are.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
He took the house?
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Oh.
Odin's daughter Edith, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Huh.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Straight back to the beginning, apparently. Alright. Well, let's go back to the crawl space, shall we? Missing anything? No? Good. Don't want to miss out on any little bits. Foot. And another foot. And drop down. Alright. Excuse me, chair. In my way. Oh. Quite the little photographer. Odin Finch National Park, huh?
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him.
No, that's how we move on. There's no way across, it seems. Fair enough. To command center.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore he'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Oh yeah, I do.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
Gonna do this!
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Come on! Yes!
the day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.